It's not often we get updates from Lexus, and we just got a huge one today. The LS 500 has just got a refresh out of left field. No one was expecting this. I'm going to tell you guys everything you need to know about the 2021 LS and all the updates it just got. Welcome back to the channel Luxurious Fleet. My name's Kirk if you're new, and I cover Japanese autos. So make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon so you do not miss any of my upcoming breaking news. And with any refresh that we get from Lexus, we know there are going to be some styling differences. So let's get into that first. Now we're looking at the brand new hybrid here. You see additional sensors. I'm going to get into all these sensors they see in the mirrors and this grille. It definitely muddies up the look for sure. The grille pattern is 100% unchanged. These ducts here are a little bit more squared off, and then the headlights are vastly different. Gone are the eyelashes that kind of flow into the triple beams. Now it's more of a headlight that's very similar with the new 2021 IS, and it doesn't look as luxurious in my opinion. The F-Sport does look very similar to the outgoing one, and that's not a bad thing. Very, very little differences here, but like I said, the headlights just aren't quite as beautiful. And that is significant. And when you're talking about a flagship vehicle, it needs to have that high level of elegance, and I just don't think these headlights do it. Now, looking from the side here, this is only going to be on the hybrid with the upgraded autonomous driving package. And you see this updated, this insert here. I think it would be for additional cameras and such, but they don't talk about it in the press release today. F-Sport gets some new wheels. We'll check those out in a little bit. They're really the same design, just a little bit darker. The back end here, they took out the chrome accent at the bottom, or the middle part, I should say, of the rear taillight assembly. I really liked the chrome on the standard LS. If they put this piano black accent on the taillights for the F-Sport, I think it would make the F-Sport even more unique looking. But, you know, it doesn't look bad. I just, I don't always like chrome on a Lexus. I think sometimes they overdo it. Maybe they've been listening to me, I don't know, but I did like the chrome accent on the LS's taillights. And then you can see on the F-Sport, not much different. Oh, let's go back here. This has a new sensor. The rear bumper is pretty much the same for the hybrid that it was last year, but you have this additional sensor back here. Now we got a close-up of the headlights. The headlights now have blade scan technology. We're not going to get blade scan here in the States, but essentially it uses a spinning fan of blades to reflect light, and it crosses out the light. So if this, let's say I'm driving, this LS is coming at me and my headlights are on, it will black out the light so that the person who's driving towards me does not get blinded by the light. It's a fantastic technology, but my understanding, it's not legal here in the United States for whatever reason. Now, there are two pictures here of these new LED headlights. This one doesn't have the bar in the middle, but this one does. So I'm almost thinking that this one might not have the blade scan technology. Now you see these new squarish LED headlights. I think that is a step backward. I'm a big fan of the triple beams. These square LED headlights look unfinished to me. The current triple beams that you see in the LS have a beautiful little encapsulation around them. Very elegant looking. These are taken from the new 2021 IS, and they look, to me, cheaper. They look a little bit more rudimentary, and it doesn't look as luxurious to me. You're going to get these big fat mirrors in the upgraded driver assistance package, only available on the hybrid. Gosh, who wants an LS with those base wheels? Gross. Gosh. These look pretty cool. I know they currently have them on the current LS. And then here are those upgraded, or I should say different finished LS 500 wheels with the shadow chrome on there. On the interior, we have one new trim and one new ornamentation, which is a metal leaf. And this here is supposed to represent moonlight reflecting off the waves. They also changed the stitching in the seats to make it more comfortable. So while the average person will probably never notice it, your butt might feel it over the miles. This wide interior here may be new for the 2021. I think we saw it in last year's Inspiration series with that garnet red paint color. And it had this white interior to it. So it's not the first time we've seen it on an LS, but it looks really cool. And they revised the F-Sport seats. Previously, these seats were mainly red with black accents. I think Lexus got some good feedback saying that's way too much red in an LS. It is over the top, unnecessary. And this is what I think most of their F Sport seats should look like, or at least more in this direction. Having too much red can be a big eyesore in those F Sport trims. Now you see here, this is the executive package with the LCD screens. One, I've never seen an executive package in person before. That's crazy. And two, I've never seen one with screens before. So I don't know if that's new for the LS. I doubt it, but it's just pretty sweet to see it. And also here is that back seat that has been revised. Like I said, this was mainly red beforehand. Here's a close-up of that beautiful new interior. They say it's the moonlight bouncing off the waves. I almost think it's like the different color pigmentation when you see people making their, I watch Forged in Fire every once in a while where people make their own blades on TV. And this looks like the discoloration in steel. It's a beautiful, beautiful pattern. I would love to see it in person. And the texture here is like a woven silk. It's hard to see. I'll definitely zoom in for you guys so you can see that. And then here's that metal leaf pattern, which does complement the moonlight pattern very well. Now we got a couple new things here. So this is a standard LS screen that we have currently. The next screen is going to be a much bigger screen, obviously. And this I would expect only to see in the LS hybrid with the upgraded automated driving package. And then here, of course, this to me looks like the F Sport trim. Now this is a huge upgrade for the LS, guys. The climate concierge in there, the theory of the LS's and the LC's climate concierge is that, oh, the cars are smart enough to take care of everything for you. Well, people have different preferences, and someone might not want the heated steering wheel on, but they might want their heated seats on, etc. And that wasn't always easy to turn it on and off those features. But you see here now, you have a button dedicated to pulling up that screen without fumbling through the touchpad. You can just press this button. Now you see parking assist. You have a new parking assist feature that we haven't seen in the LS in a long time. And this here isn't new, but this is your massaging seats button, and this here is your rear sunshade. They said they revised this just a little bit with some more black accents, but it looks the same to me. If you guys thought you had enough airbags, think again. Now here's the new touchscreen. It's ugly. It's a sore thumb. It's totally an afterthought, but it increases the functionality of the car, there's no doubt. This is the same 12.3-inch touchscreen we get in the LS, and we even see it in things like the new Highlander now. You'll see it in the new Venza as well. Now, just checking from this, they didn't increase the resolution of the cameras, it's a little bit of a bummer. But the fact that you can use this now as a touchscreen overrides the fact that it looks like you just stuck an iPad on top of your dash. Okay, now that we've gone through all the visual differences, let's get into all the mechanical differences and maybe technology differences on the new 2021 LS. So quietness and ride comfort of Lexus DNA evolution. So they have a newly developed adaptive variable suspension solenoid to reduce damping force and optimize run flat tire spring rigidity, and they increased stabilizer bar rigidity as well. In addition, the damping characteristics are changed by changing the orifice in the engine mount to reduce the vibration transmitted to the room, which if you guys have started up the twin turbo LS 500 on a cold start, sometimes you can feel like a ton of vibration coming from the idle engine. Once it's warmed up, you don't feel it anymore, but it's not a luxurious experience. Speaking of comfort, like I said, the sewing position of the seat skin has been changed to a deeper position, and a low elasticity material has been newly adopted for a polyurethane pad. So the LS Hybrid gets more battery assist during acceleration, which is supposed to improve quietness and reduce engine speed on initial acceleration. So definitely better driving experience for the hybrid. And the gasoline, so the twin turbo version also gets improved driving characteristics as well, with improved engine torque in the frequently used driving area and improved the vehicle's acceleration and response. In addition, we have changed the shift schedule and expanded the range of acceleration at each gear to reduce the frequency of downshifts during acceleration. The result is a powerful ride with plenty of room. There's new paint technology and creates deep shadows and highlights, and the new skin color, I could be butchering this, but it's called Guinea. Lexus teammate is the technology that they claim is their new self-driving technology. The cool thing, it's going to be upgradable over-the-air software in the coming years. So that's super important when it comes to self-driving technology, but there's two major components that make it up. The first one is advanced drive. When driving on motorways such as an expressway, the in-vehicle system appropriately recognizes and judges according to the actual traffic situation under driver monitoring. Essentially, the driver is released from the accelerator, brake, and steering wheel operation, which reduces fatigue during long-term driving and enables safer driving with more attention paid to the surroundings. It also sounds like this is only going to be on expressways and only in vehicle expressways. So if there's like a bike lane or anything like that, it doesn't look like this would work in those situations. Advanced park. With the latest advanced parking assistance technology, when operating in a parking lot, the camera and ultrasonic sensor are combined to monitor the entire surroundings under driver supervision to assist in proper recognition, judgment, and operation. So the vehicle does all the steering, all the accelerating, braking, and shifting of the gears, and does the turning as well. Now we're actually getting a digital inner mirror. A high resolution larger display is used for the digital inner mirror to improve rear visibility. Now this is translated from Japanese. Inner mirror here in the States means rear view mirror. We first saw this technology, I guess, in the Toyota RAV4 redesign a couple years back. It's good that Lexus is finally getting it, and I hope it's a better, higher resolution than we even get in the RAV4. And we'll also see, of course, I believe in the Sienna and the Venza upcoming as well. Well, that sums it up for the refresh on the 2021 LS. And like I said at the beginning of the video, guys, I was not expecting this until probably the 2022 model year. When are we likely to see this here in the United States? Well, this refresh is definitely happening in Japan this year, and it looks like that driver assistance package, or Lexus Teammate is what they're calling it, doesn't look like it's going to be available outside of Japan until further notice. I would expect the 2021 LS to hit the States probably in early 2021 at this point, while in Japan it'll probably be available this fall. Well, I'm not a big fan of the exterior upgrades they said they did to the vehicle. I think some of those changes were necessary for them to incorporate some of the technology, whether it's the additional sensors in the hybrid or that blade scan technology for the headlight. The new paint color would be cool. I didn't talk about that much, but you know, paint colors, you can't really get too excited about them until you see them in person. But the new pattern and the new materials that they're using for that new Nishigen interior with the metal leaf decoration looks gorgeous. It would be hard for me to pass that up if I were getting a brand new LS. I mean, the Crico glass is still pretty damn cool. And I hope they don't cancel the Crico glass with the hand-folded pleats in replacement for this new interior, because the pictures we saw of this new interior were only on executive packages, if I remember correctly. So I hope it's just an addition to the Crico glass and the hand-folded pleat interior. Addition of that button for your heated steering wheel and heated and ventilated seats is a game changer for that particular car. Every other Lexus has a dedicated button for them. Still, you would have to press that button and then it comes up on the new tacked-on touchscreen, which, like I said, that is a compromise I'm willing to accept for the added functionality of the touchscreen in the LS. It's not pretty, but I would probably take it over the inset screen that's currently in the LS. And guys, I just noticed another change on the interior before I let you go. This area right here in the current LS had more of a pattern that is in line with the Crico glass. And now that it doesn't, because this looks like the L motif that we see inside, like in just about every Lexus detail on the modern cars that has this L motif through the daytime running lights, but you also see this more specific pattern through the triple beams on the LC500, or even in the new GX 460's triple beams, you see this repeating L pattern. And the fact that it's no longer the Crico glass may signal that the Crico glass may not be offered this time around, but I'm not giving up hope yet. I cannot wait to see you guys in the comments below. Anytime we get Lexus news, we're all excited about. And I would say overall, this is a big upgrade for the LS, even though I'm not so crazy about the styling and the tacked-on touchscreen. overall it improves the functionality of the vehicle, and I guess that's a compromise I would be okay to make. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to head over to my Amazon page where you can buy model cars, that helps me out just a wee bit. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay tuned. We got lots of fun stuff coming up this week, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.